Good morning students, I am Deepali Patil, your maths teacher from Sri Eknatharav Khadse Talent School, Muktai Nagar. In this section we are going to study chapter number 4, quadratic equations. Okay, so we know that very well. We can write quadratic polynomial p of x as ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so we can write quadratic polynomial p of x as ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so this is our quadratic polynomial. But how can we write quadratic equations then? Okay, when this polynomial is equated to, okay, equations means we have to equate them to 0. Okay, means when this polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is equated to 0, then we can say that the given polynomial is an quadratic equation. Okay, so we can write it as ax square plus bx plus c. When this polynomial is equated to 0, then we can say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation in the variable x is an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a must not be equal to 0. Okay, so take some example. For example, 2x square plus x minus 300. Okay, means having degree 2. If the equation having the variable having highest degree as 2, such polynomial such equation we called as a quadratic equation. Okay, in this equation the variable x having highest degree as 2. Okay, highest degree as 2, and therefore we can say that it is a quadratic equation. Okay, so ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called the standard form of a equation, standard form of a quadratic equation. Okay, so this is our standard form of a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, remember all these things. Now come to our next point, exercise 4.1. Okay, question number 1. Check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. Okay, so some examples are given to us. 8 examples are given to us, and out of these examples we have to check whether the given equations are quadratic equations or not. Okay, means we have to convert them in the general form, like ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so we have to convert these all examples in standard form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so before that we have to simplify these equations. Okay, so first write down the given equation in solution. The given equation is okay, so write down the given equation, x plus 1 bracket square is equal to 2 into x minus 3. Okay, and therefore now simplify this equation. We know very well x plus 1 bracket square means what? We have to use the formula a plus b bracket square, which is equal to, okay, so a plus b bracket square means what? First term square plus 2 times first into second term plus second term square. Okay, now we have to apply this formula here. Remember all these formulas. Okay, so here first term square is x square plus this 2 into first term into second term plus second term square is equal to, now simplify these brackets. Okay, multiply this bracket by 2, we get 2x minus 2 into 3 is 6. Therefore we get x square plus 2x into 1 is 2x plus 1 square is 1. Okay, and 2x minus 6. Okay, so transpose this term to LHS side. In this side only 0 is remaining. Okay, so 2x is positive, it becomes negative, and 6 is negative, it becomes positive, plus 6 is equal to 0, and therefore we get x square. Okay, so this 2x minus 2x is 0, plus 1 plus 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 is equal to 0. Okay, so we get this equation, x square plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, so now we have to so check this equation is quadratic equation or not. Okay, obviously it is a quadratic equation because the variable having highest degree as 2, so this equation is quadratic equation. Okay, but here x terms is not here, but we can write it as x square plus 0 into x plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, so we can write this equation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, in the form of general form. Okay, x square plus 0x plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, the variable having highest degree as 2, that equation is a quadratic equation, and obviously our answer is true, our answer is correct. X square plus 7 is a quadratic equation. So write down, therefore it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation, and therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation. Given equation is a quadratic equation. So in this way we get the given equation as a quadratic equation. Okay, so in this way try to solve the other examples also. If you have any problem, then ask me. Okay, variable have our variable must have degree as 2, then and only then we can say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. If it has degree 3, then degree 4, degree 5 means we can say that x cube x raised to 4, then it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, so try to solve other examples yourself. Thank you. Now come to next question, question number 2. Represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. Okay, so this example is given to us. We have to convert this example in quadratic equation, means in the form only ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so the equation is given, the question is given to us. So read the question first. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Okay, so area of rectangular plot is given to us and it is 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. Okay, so length is given to us. Length is what then? The length of a plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Okay, means breadth is also not given to us. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Okay, so we have to find out the length as well as breadth of the plot. Okay, so length is not given, but length is what? Twice and 1 more than the breadth. Okay, so if we suppose breadth as x, then we get length. Okay, so write down let the length of the plot, the breadth. Okay, first we have to suppose breadth, because we have given that length is what? Twice and 1 more than the breadth. Okay, length is equal to what? Twice than breadth and 1 more than breadth. Okay, so before that, before we have to find out length, we have to first suppose breadth as x. Okay, after that we get length. So let the breadth of the rectangular plot be x meters. Okay, units are in meters, so x meters. Okay, and therefore length is what then? Therefore length is equal to what? It is, the length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Means what? Twice the breadth, means we can say that breadth is our x. Okay, and length is what? Twice then this breadth, means 2 times of the breadth. Again it is 1 more than, means it is more than 1. Okay, so length we get it as length is equal to what? 2x plus 1. Okay, so this is the length of the rectangular plot. Therefore length is equal to what then? 2x plus 1. Okay, again what is given to us? Area of a rectangular plot. Okay, so write down here, therefore area of rectangular plot is 528 meters square. 528 meters square, but we can write area as length into breadth. Okay, length into breadth, and this length into breadth means what? Area of rectangle, and it is given to us, and it is what then? 528 meters square. Means area of rectangular plot, length into breadth is equal to what? 528 meter square. Okay, length is known to us. Here length is known to us. We are supposing it as a 2x plus 1. It is given to us. It is twice of the breadth and more than twice of the breadth. Okay, and breadth is also known to us. Breadth is x. So therefore put all these values. We get length is 2x plus 1 into breadth is what? X is equal to 528, and therefore after solving this we get 2x into x is 2x square plus 1 into x is x is equal to 528. Okay, and now we have to convert this equation in quadratic equation. Okay, so transpose this 528 to LHS. In this side we get 0. So 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to what then? 0. Okay, and now after comparing, when we compare this equation to our standard form, x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we get the given equation. This equation is equal to our standard form. Okay, so we can say that therefore the breadth of the rectangular plot satisfies the quadratic equation. Okay, thank you. Now come to next example. The product of two consecutive positive integer is 306. We need to find the integers. Okay, so here the product of two consecutive integer is given to us. Okay, but that two consecutive integer, we don't know that two consecutive integers. So suppose them as x and what? Suppose 5 and 6 are the consecutive integers. If we suppose 5 as x, then we get 6 as, obviously it is more than this 5 by 1. Okay, means we write this 6 as x plus 1. Obviously when we put the value of x in this equation, we get 6, obviously, because we are supposing 5 as x and 6 as x plus 1. Okay, so after putting x as 5, we get 6. Okay, means consecutive integers we can suppose them as x and x plus 1. So write down, let the two consecutive, let the two consecutive positive integers, clearly what is given to us, they are positive integers, so we cannot take the negative integer here. Let the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Okay, so these are the two consecutive positive equations. So x and x plus 1 are the two consecutive positive integers. Again, what we have to given, the product of two consecutive positive integer is 306. Okay, so the product of these two consecutive integer is what? Then write down, therefore their product is equal to x into x plus 1. Okay, their product is what? X into x plus 1, and this product is what? Then 306 is given to us. So write down here, therefore according to the question, this product is 306. This is given to us, and therefore x into x plus 1 is equal to what? 306. Okay, this product is 306. This all is given to us. Okay, and now solve this equation. After solving, if we get quadratic equation, then the given equation satisfies the quadratic equation. So write down, x into x is x square plus x into 1 is x is equal to 306. Okay, and now convert this in quadratic equation. How can we convert then? By transposing 306 to LHS side. So x square plus x, 306 is positive, after transposing it becomes negative, and in this side only 0 is remaining, and therefore the given equation is quadratic equation. So write down the answer, therefore the smaller positive integer satisfies the quadratic equation. Okay, means the given equation satisfies the quadratic equation. Thank you. Example number 3 is easy, so try to solve it at home. Okay, thank you. Now come to next example, fourth example. A train travels the distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. Okay, so here we have to find out the speed of the train. So suppose it as x. Okay, so write down, but the speed is uniform speed. So write down, let the uniform speed of a train be x kilometer per hour. Okay, so the uniform speed of a train is what? Then x kilometer per hour. Okay, so what is the time taken by the train to travel the distance? Okay, so write down, therefore time taken by train to cover the distance of 480 km. Obviously train travels a distance of 480 km with uniform speed. Okay, so if it has a uniform speed, so obviously it takes the time to cover the distance. Okay, so if the time taken by train to cover the distance, we have to find out the time. Okay, so time taken by train to cover the distance of 480 km is what? Then we know very well, what we know. We know time is equal to what? Time is equal to distance upon speed. We know this formula. Okay, we know very well time is equal to what? Distance upon speed. Okay, so time we have to find out. Okay, so write it as time v is equal to, okay, distance is known to us. Distance is was what, 480 kilometer, and speed, obviously it is uniform speed, and it is and we have taken it as x, so it is 480 upon x. So time is equal to what then, 480 upon x. Okay, so this is our equation number first. Okay, then what is given, if the speed had been 8 kilometer per hour less, okay, means given speed is what, actual speed is x kilometer per hour, but if the speed had been less than 8 kilometer, means from this original speed, thus if we less the time it be by 8, then the given your speed becomes what then, therefore the speed of the train the speed of the train had been 8 kilometer per hour less, then it becomes okay. So original speed is what, x kilometer per hour. When the speed becomes less than 8 kilometer per hour, then the actual speed, then the original then the required speed is what then, x minus 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is the speed after we less it by 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, so x minus 8 is x minus 8 kilometer per hour. Again, if the speed is x minus 8 kilometer, then again train take time to cover the distance. Okay, so write down the time taken by, therefore the time taken by train to cover the distance of 480 kilometer again. Okay, if we less the time, if we less the speed, okay, if we go by if we travel with the speed of x kilometer per hour, then again we have to travel 480 kilometer distance. Okay, if we less the speed, okay, if we less the speed by 8 kilometer per hour, then again we have to travel 480 kilometer distance. The distance is same here, okay, but speed is different. Okay, so time taken by train to cover the distance of 480 kilometer is what then, obviously again time is equal to what, time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay, and therefore we get time is equal to again distance upon speed. Therefore time is what then, time is equal to distance upon speed. Again distance is same, 480 kilometer, but speed is different, so speed is x minus 8. Okay, so this is our equation number 2. Okay, after equating, means according to the given situation given in problem, in our problem. Okay, see in equation 1 and equation 2 time is same here, means LHS is same, so we can equate RHS as, therefore 480 upon x is equal to 480 upon x minus 8. But again what is given to us, see here, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Okay, means when our original time is 480 upon x, then this distance if we have to travel this distance, okay, in this time if we have to travel the distance, then this time is obviously more than the original time, so we can write it as 480 upon x minus 8 is equal to, okay, so if we have to cover this distance, then the time taken by the original distance is more than 3, means 480 upon x plus 3, it is more than 3 by the original time. Okay, so after solving this equation, find out the quadratic equation. Thank you.